For Stacy Green, the gospel recharges her soul.
From as early as I can remember, we grew up in church.
The person who took her each Sunday, Rosie Minor, an ordained minister, a youth pastor, and a successful businesswoman once featured in Ebony magazine. But for Stacy, she was just mom.
Do a twirl.
Oh my, I can't twirl.
Oh, my mother was such a beautiful woman. She loved everything and everybody.
On November 20th, 2020,
northwest side of the intersection,
Rosie died in a car crash in DeKalb County, Georgia.
Stay with me, Mom, okay? Stay on their way. Stay with us.
Hit by a driver allegedly on their phone, going 73 miles per hour, nearly twice the speed limit.
Feel my hand. You're not alone, okay?
This is Officer Hunt, DeKalb County Police Department.
The person who hit Rosie, Nikia Cherry, charged with vehicular homicide.
I was consumed with anger. I wanted her to go to jail. I wanted them to pick her up. I was just not in a good place.
Shattered with grief, Stacy fell into depression, lost her job.
Are they okay?
And she was determined to see Nikia pay for killing her mother.
How do you forgive the person that killed your mom, your best friend? How do you do it?
3 years later, she would face her mother's alleged killer in this DeKalb County courtroom, there to settle a civil lawsuit against Nikia's car insurance company. At the end of the trial, attorneys played a recording of Rosie's voice, part of a prayer line she took part in every day, recorded just hours before she died.
John in 1:16 said, "From the fullness of his grace, we have all received one blessing after another." So we have every reason in the world to be thankful every day.
At that moment, Stacy knew what needed to be done. In the hallway outside the courtroom, she approached Nikia.
So I said, I need you to know, I forgive you. I need you to know, I forgive you.
A moment that took Nikia by surprise.
She came up to me and she hugged me and she said she was gonna forgive me. For her to do that, it changed me in so many ways.
How bad did you need to hear
that? I
that?
really needed to hear that. I still cannot forgive myself for what happened. And for her to do that, that was a really big change for me.
Why was it important for you to forgive her?
My mom was already gone. My mom's already dead. And I was walking around dead. So in order to give myself back life, I had to forgive her. It doesn't make sense to have two dead people.
Stacy's compassion could have ended right there, left the courtroom and never spoke to Nikia again. Instead, she says she did something her mother would have done. After the accident, life got tough for Nikia and her 4 children. She lost her home, job, and car. But when Stacy heard about it, she took action, helping her with money, transportation, and even temporary housing. And Nikia has joined their church, the same sanctuary where Rosie worshiped.
I talk to her a lot every day. She helps me with my kids. When I needed food, Stacy was there. She calls, she checks on me every day. I don't really have that from many people. She's like a big sister, like a god mom.
My mom would be doing the same exact thing had she been alive today.
She'd forgive.
She would forgive. She would help her. My mother wouldn't want her to be down on her luck.
If a lot of people forgave, maybe this world would be a little different.
A lot more Stacys.
A lot more Stacys. Yeah, man, the world would be so totally different. because she helped me. I love Miss Stacy.